likes your product. So you can also conclude it as a B2C model. I believe it is important to make a distinction between the two. This is best expressed as follow: putting innovation into practice involves taking a concept and making it a reality. Because practice or consistency of a product or a process make it more better. So in the case of innovation, putting innovation into practice, when you practice about the execution process days by days, or with the team, you discuss with them, you make presentation, you make spreadsheet, the outcomes that came in the market, you check about the probability of your product, then it will definitely a true reality for your product. Neither, if you don't focus on these steps, it will be a harsh reality for the product and it will be vanished out from the market. On the other side, the complete process of using innovation to create value is known as innovation execution. In other words, implementation is a process of putting a certain idea into action. It's just like when we think about eating food. So first we have to think about it. We are starving for food. We need some food. After that, we found food. Instead, that we make it by our own, buy it from outside, and having it on our table, and then start to eat this. So it's a process. You can't directly think about the food and have the food in your mouth. It's not done like this. There's a process. So to each and everything, there's a process. When we enroll ourselves in school, that when our parents enroll ourselves in schools, in primary schools, we can't go directly in the secondary or senior secondary school. There's a proper steps. First we go in the kindergarten, then primary, then upper primary, then senior secondary, secondaries, and then colleges. So that's how things can be done. The process of transforming something into something that truly adds value is marketable is covered by execution. Execution is important step in successful innovations. Innovation क्या है? Innovation is equal to creativity plus execution of idea plus delivery of business value. What is business value? With business value we meant, or the market meant, is the rate of your product or the margin you're creating and the profit you're making from the market. Because these all are three different things: that what the gross margin of your product, what the profit you're making, and what are the losses, and how can you outcome from the losses. These things will give you a business value. And after the study or analyzing the report by of them, you make the report that is called your market value. It can be in crores, it can be in lakh, but it never been thousands. Okay, let's start. Advocacy and execution of ideas. Experimental study of plan. Advocacy and execution of idea is the learning step, or you can meant it's a kindergarten step in the business plan. Experimental study of plan. With experimental study of plan, that when we search on YouTube, there's sometimes some polls or some things come in our screen that we given some options to them, that we like this or this product and we don't like this or this product. So such kind of polls you can generate for your product. You can just run some kind of feedback forms to the Google form for the market to analyze it. Okay, commercialization of your product. With commercialization, is the core method to implement in the market. It's just like your product get renowned by the public, by the community. Implementation of idea. With implementation of idea, that how can the process or the steps the product you are managing, because these are different processes to make a product, and that process can be economically great for your company and definitely not harm the society. Approach to investors. Investor approaching is a great deal, because when you have a great funding, you launch your product with a great value. And if someone or a big company or a big unicorn company investing in your company, then definitely they will give you the hike and you will get their customers too. So funding is a very great initiative that you can do for your products. Next is approach to investors. Next is market trials. With market trials, we just like the first sale we are doing the market. When we start our first sale, we know about the feedback of the people. We know how the people react to the thing, and we exactly know how our rival companies reacted, because when a new product come in the market, everybody wants to know about them. If they found it great, then they definitely copy that. So about the approach to the market. Close one round of sales and evaluate. Always make the target when you closes your rounds of sales, because when you close at the starting of a commercial year, every business company launched their executive plans that how can they cover their sales, the first round of sales, second round of sales, and how much they cover in the sales and complete their sales at the last of the year. So these all are the important number that you need to be planned. If you have no idea about such number, then consult with somebody who have that knowledge. It's with your CA or something else in your family. But please consult it and learn it before launching your product in the market. Because if you can't learn such kind of thing, then definitely your product can't be great. Evaluate profit and sales. In most of the startup or the businesses, the profit is too less, and the sale, they have good sales, but they don't have good profit. They have more loss. They don't know how to overcome the losses, and the lack of to know overcome the losses, this step regenerate their whole business. So stop doing such kind of activities. To launching a successful business, you need to evaluate a great profit and close your sales timely. Supporting the execution. First and the most important step is strategy. How can you strategize your idea? How can you strategize your implementing planning? Then you launch the execution. Then after it, you definitely get your success. The thing first came in the thing is collaboration. People carry out initiatives, programs, and portfolios. Therefore, the capacity for cooperation and efficient teamwork is essential. Success in innovation depends on ongoing examination of the corporate environment and an awareness of other people's goals and concerns. Next is planning. Nobody can determine what to do or when something should be accomplished without initiative in the planning. The right tools and reporting may help these undertakings succeed without putting innovation at risk. Organization portfolios and project demand rigorous planning, tracking, and cooperation. Okay, depending on the scope of our project or your projects, some have been developed to facilitate the execution of innovation someone's specific projects. So with planning, you need to be work with the organization or with the team. So you can definitely track and the cooperation of the products, because the product can be the lead to the market. And if you launch a daily basis product or a new product after an interval, then definitely you reach to the success. Next is risk innovation management. You know, these risks in each and every step when you're launching a startup, because in starting you don't know about anything, you are just learning. But innovation or your life is not a example. You can't learn with your own mistakes always. You have to decide the things first. So for these steps, you have to consult with the successful entrepreneurs. If you don't have direct contact with them, search for the good books available in the market, because goods are the best teacher. And try to relocate yourself, try to explore the things, explore the market directly. Next is in risk innovation management, we learn about what the assessment, identification of risk factors and events. The risk factor is first that the people, just suppose we launch a we launch a soap in the market. So when we're launching a soap in the market, the first risk factor come in the market is that is the soap is suitable for all the ages and all the gender people can use it, because some female don't use some kind of soap because they have allergic reaction, and somewhere men have also allergic reaction with some kind of thing. So before launching a product, you have to reevaluate the risk that there is no skin infection of the product. Number three, the the raw material you use in this product, because raw material is the essential part. If you use something that can be harm the environment or something that harsh to the skin, then definitely people don't reach the product. Number four is packaging. How can you package your product? Number four is designing that how your product can be look. If it look like an older or the already successful product in the market, then definitely you don't get the success. In this case, you learned about the from the Dove company. When Dove company launching their product, Dove company basically a Hindustan Unilever product. We definitely know about that Hindustan Unilever. It is a great company. So Dove company, it's a Hindustan Unilever project. When the startup Dove came in the India, there are many brands available in the market, and people are trusting on the brands like Lux and a different one. But Dove launching their market in a different way. They strategize their market directly to the women. They say their soaps are even better. The already available face washes, body washes. They evaluate their market like this, that their soaps are best, and they make us believe. They make us strategize the ad with them. They make ad not with the celebrity, because we already know that celebrities' skins are really beautiful. We can't match with them. We are ordinary people. So they've launched their product with a common man, with a common woman, discussing the common problems that we have and them have too. So how like this people evaluate the market? Analyze an evaluation of risk and impact of reputation. The analysis and the evaluation of risk is a process where you get to know about the real numbers you have in the market, how the product cost, what the raw material cost, and the last cost you have been after the packaging, and the profit you gain with the product. So you have to analyze all the things and try to comply the gross margin. Recommendation of risk reduction, and how can you reduce your risk? For the reduce of risk, that if you have some different products, some unique product in the market, try to file patent for that. Try to file patent for your trademark, because that is important. If nobody can copy your product if you file patent for that. Okay. Next thing came in the thing is, try to deliver good quality of product, and also focus that you are not involving a great amount of money, because people in India don't want to purchase a higher price product, because most of the people living in this country are the middle wealth people or the upper middle class families. They don't have such kind of product in their home on the regular basis. Next is mitigation, prioritizing, implementing, and maintaining plan recommendation. Risk assessment phases. Risk assessment phase is that you can divide your sales in the part phase one of the first quarter of your sale, second phase two for the next quarter of the sale, and phase three the closing last quarter of the sale. So that's how you assess the risk of the projects you have. Next is continual evaluation assessment. How you continuous evaluate the product. Implementation risk management programs, producing feedback to implement risk assessments. The next thing is cloud innovation. Innovation Cloud helps successful invention get off the ground and reduce the chances of failure. It's a kind of a tool that launched by the successful entrepreneurs for us, that is called as cloud innovation, in which we can virtually analyze each and everything before launching directly a product in the market. So innovation clouds help successful innovation get off the ground and reduce the chance of failure. Your risk of making poor judgment and during the whole innovation process may be reduced with the add of Innovation Cloud software. Innovation Cloud software is a very good software launched by the successful entrepreneurs, by which you can evaluate your risk. It's a kind of analytical tool with you can analyze the things you have in the market, that how the customer reports, how the response they have, because definitely some other companies selling the product you are selling, so you can get knowledge from their feedback, and you know better about the market and the products already existing in the market. Cloud software solution is appropriate judgment, taking the necessary action at a given dependent time, and keep tracking of your key indicators and progress as you advance through stages and having checkpoints. Getting right execution. As we already noted, successful innovation is business as usual. And innovation share a lot of parallels, but there are also definite distinction between the two. Here are the five most crucial things to bear in mind anytime you're attempting to implement an innovation and create something really original in order to assist you navigate the difference and succeed at implementing whatever invention you are working on. First is plan ahead but keep flexible. Biggest problem first, right team. Choosing the right team is the most appropriate thing you can ever do. Because if you have a powerful or the intelligent team, then definitely they will lead you to the great successful business. Align big picture with details. Full ownership at top. You definitely know when you start to pitch your ideas in front of investor, you definitely maintain that graph at how much the brand value that you have or the value you can owe for your business. That when someone is investing in your business or investing in your business, they definitely ask you from the value that you have to give 5% or 6% to them, or more than that, 20%, 25%. So you definitely meant about the full ownership you own. Team management. How can you manage your team? Because a good team definitely lead to a great business. So you have to manage your team appropriately. You need to learn the skill of management. You need to learn a skill of leadership. So first thing is communication. You need to be maintain a good communication with your team, because when you communicate, you solve half of the problem. When you communicate with the team, they can easily give their feedback to you, and you also make them understand your needs, what you want you make to come. Next is delegation. With delegation is the thing that you can dominate with them. Next is empathy. Empathy is the thing that they have with the subtle environment that you are giving them. Decision making. You are not the only one in your team that makes your final decision. You always discuss this with your team before making this. You have to listen them, because if you listen them, they will definitely know the value in your company. They adore you, they trust you. If they do such kind of thing, then definitely they let to give you a better idea. Next is problem solving. You need to be solve each and every problem that your team faces, because you are the not the only one who having this phase. Everybody is going through this phase, so you have to be solve the problem of your team. Fairness and respect. You always need to be fair with your team. You can't distinguish between the people. You can't differentiate the people by any of the thing, by means of their gender, by the means of their working capabilities. Nothing can be matter. You need to be treat your whole team equally and give them equal and actual respect. It's a kind of Google form. It's definitely available online, or you can ask the Google for these kind of things to do for you. It's a Google analytical tool available on the Google, with which you can definitely check about the organic search result from your brands. After launching your first sale or completing the first sale, Google make this kind of analytical review about your product, that how can the net revenue generation by yours, how can you increase your generation revenue, what the losses you are making, how to overcome with them. They analyze each and everything with all the new features. They get you know about the searches that people do for your product. The keyword that people searching, the feedback that people are doing for your product, they search about that. And the brand value of your product by evaluating your value with the all available revenue generation markets. So let's learn about some successful startups. You already know about these companies because these are the most famous companies we have. Grow is basically a trade company. Farm Easy is the company that can give you medicine online. MPL, you know about that MPL Mobile Premier League. They launch many games and the program for the newcomers or the younger children. MyGlam is a kind of cosmetic company. CureFit is a kind of yoga app in which you have some exercises and all. Vedantu is a education learning platform like Byju's. Urban Club, you know about the Urban Club? It's giving you such home service as a beautician or as an electrician, plumbing, cleaning, and different. Let's learn about the Grow company. Grow app is started by a Bangalore-based brokerage company called Grow, provides online flat to fee discount brokerage services. You may invest in directly mutual funds, IPOs, and equity with growth, the most intimidating things in the Indian financial sector. About Grow case study business model, founders and the competition, the leading stock broker in the India. They just received investment were given to the moniker and named as a renowned Damasil unicorn company. You know, how can Grow company can start? Because in India, people are quite scared about to do how to invest in share market. They have no idea about share market. Nobody have the idea, and they're afraid by this. After such companies are starting these things online, people wants their generate their instant interest in the share market. They know something about share market because nobody knows about the share market, and share market is quite risky thing. But according to need of a country, the economic growth of companies based on these things. So Grow and other apps like this, they are launching a virtual share market experience for us. They definitely led us to the great path. They have a multiple support provided to the customer like us who have no idea about the share market. They launch each and every evaluate report. When we go to the Grow interface, we know when we search for the just simple thing, when we search for a SIP, they get us to know about the more ranking SIPs in the market, the exact value of the brand, and how the SIPs are ranking, how the interest they are giving to us, how can we generate more and more interest and the revenue in the market. So with just kind of activities, we know the share market better, and a common man can easily invest in the share market. So it's a great initiative. Nobody thinks about this before because in partial time only few people have their interest in share market, and sometimes we see in our society, in our home, that these and these people have their interest in share market and have such and such losses. But share market is not kind of losses because when we learn about share market, you definitely know with the help of the Grow app or the different app available in the market that there's some graphs and there's a basic study that you have to need to do before investing in the market. And Grow focusing on such essential target and have customers. That's how Grow make us grow and grow their company too, as their name indicates. Next is Farm Easy. You know, in the old days, we have only some medical stores in a community, in a society, and we go there and buy medicine. But at the peak time of Corona, or before Corona, people don't have time to go in the market and purchase the medicine. And sometimes they forget to get the medicine and they just stop their medication for 3 to 4 days. They definitely affect their health because in some chronic diseases or some crucial diseases like hypertension, diabetes, you need to take a medicine daily basis. You can't skip the medication. In such cases, people facing a long time problem because not every time you get the time to go into the market and purchase the medicine. So they launched this app Farm Easy. The hassle-free delivery of medication and other medical supplies is handled by Pharmacy, which also functions as online pharmacy. Pharmacy is active in a number of India's largest cities. Pharmacy has made it convenient and simple to buy medication online. Every day, the organization sends thousands of consumers their prescription medication and other medical supplies. Pharmacy deliver medicines and other medical accessories across India towns and cities. It is like Grofers for medicines. We know about the Grofer company. They are giving some household things or the groceries to our home. The PIN codes maintained by Pharmacy are used to identify pharmacies closer to the customer. Next is MyGlam. MyGlam is such an example of D2C business company, direct business to customer company. You know, in cosmetic, there's many like n number of brands available, international brands and national brands. So launching a new brand in cosmetics is a great deal because you have to launch it in a great way that likes your product. They utilize the things and definitely give you a good feedback. And after that, you will launch your flagship stores and stores in different malls. MyGlab is one such company of a D2C business. Is my screen visible to you? research
ओके। हाँ, स्क्रीन विजिबल है, विजिबल है, विजिबल है। कोई बात नहीं, कैमरा ऑफ नहीं हो रहा तुम्हारा।
we're discussing about company. It's been already discussed. It's a D2C business model. It's about product that they are selling their 98% of the sales online, as Nykaa can do. Purchase the purchase take place on its website in the mobile app. Customer may arrange a home spa or beauty sessions so the brand's demand company beauty service debuted in 2015. As we know that as a beautician, somebody like most of the people living in the metro cities don't have the time to visit to the parlors, and they find it exhausting when they come home from the work, they can't able to find a time to go to the market. So in such cases, they want a technical or the good beautician at the home and attend them. So for such kind of activities, MyGlam launched their business. So by this business model, they promote their product to your home and they promote their services. With promotion of services and the market and the product, they utilize the market in a whole way process. Because nobody is doing this before. Some companies sell product, but they don't have their services available in the market. So in such cases, might reach to the market and fulfill the customer needs. And you know that if you society, then the promotion practices is quite simple because mouth publicity is quite point. MyGlam is focused on online marketing, on digital marketing. They don't ship stores in starting, and either they have flagship and introduce new service with their app. So such kind of activities led to a great business. Urban Club, in just 6 years, Urban Club rose to become India's largest marketplace for home services. Basically, Urban Club is a company which is giving home services to us. They provide service in different manner because if somebody is shifting in a new city, you can find a easily available electrician, plumber, and you find listen to you because it's very difficult. You can't have everyone at the time, and not every time you go to store and fix your things. So in such cases, people facing definitely a great problem in the market city. So it's a kind of spot that already skipped by the multinational companies. The companies who are providing the electronic things or the automobile things, not focusing on home servicing. So such kind of G spot you can find from the market or such kind of the perfect spots that already skipped by the companies, you find them and definitely launch a business on such kind of way, you will get to a great success. So such kind of activities is run by the Urban Club. This platform assists in establishing, connecting between dependable and skilled experts and clients want to take us of service like hairstyling, massage, cleaning, etc. at home, which services 50,000 plus customers manually. Additionally, it offers service in 18 other cities. Urban Club, well known, a company valued more than 850 million. So that's how Urban Club launched their initiative. Next is PureFit. PureFit is not an old company. It's come in the market in last 2 or 3 years. PureFit is a health-based company. They have a controller. They have some yoga teachers, some power yoga programs, and different programs to manage your health at home. Because nobody get the time to go to the gym and go for the trainer and train themselves. People want this online too because everything in the corona time comes to online market. So SureFit make the beneficial advantage of that period, and that led to boost their growth because before the time of corona, nobody focusing on the health that much. Only few people are taking care about that health. But after that period, everybody is focusing on their health because people know this very well. But if you are healthy, you can survive with each and every disease. If you can't focus on your health, then you will be nothing. So, case studies based on CureFit, a gym service offered by CultFit that offers consumer a variety of fitness options, including Zumba, yoga, football, boxing strength, and conditioning, HRX, sprawl, and running. Customer may pick among the app's digital and offline service according to their convenience and preferences. The CureFit app offers customer do it service DIY. With DIY, they fluctuate the time process that you can any time work for yourself. There is no time boundary that you have to exercise at morning, you have to exercise at evening. You can exercise at yourself for every time. Material they can download and follow at home, including meditation exercise videos. PureFit has turned into a unicorn company value at 1.56 billion market on November 10, 2021, thus becoming the 36th company of 2021. Vedantu, the well-planned aggressive marketing method used by the online learning portal Vedantu, which has gained a lot of notoriety in recent years. In this essay, we'll examine Vedantu's marketing as business plans through a case study, whiteboard audio-video environment, a wave employ artificial intelligence and machine learning to tailor to launch experience for the students, and incorporating features that make extremely interesting and enjoyable. Because students wants to learn from the board. They always learn better when a teacher make them learn from a blackboard, writing something, make them understand, learn about the queries and interact with them individually. And Vedantu launch just this kind of platform. This company is already getting their idea or copying the idea back. But Byju's like this spot, they don't have a proper manner studies to launch their programs when some teachers are make students study on a blackboard basis on a individual learning process. They don't have such kind of environment. But Vedantu tried this and they have that environment in their company. So such kind of activities make them build up very great. So for today, the session is end. If you have any query, please ask. If you have any query, please ask about the innovation or the creation or execution of the plan or anything that you know about the intellectual learning process or IP. How can you file your IP or how can you file for patents? So thank you for today's session. Hope to connect with you all soon. Thank you so much. If you have any query, you can mail us on lexgenip.com and we definitely resolve your queries. Thank you.